Do you want success? Do you want $1 million? Do you want $1 billion? Well, you're in luck, because I can teach you how to get it. Well, not me specifically. No. Someone as rich and powerful and rich as me would never teach you themselves. Gosh, no. No, I'm just too busy, checking my portfolio, seeing that green Bitcoin, if you know what I mean. But I have handpicked some of my associates from the world of finance TikTok to educate us all on how to become rich. Not rich as in like experiences or like spiritually. No, real rich. Like money. Our first disciple of the dollar is named Luke Belmar. Not much is known about this guy other than he is a rich TikTok influencer and he's starting a collective of entrepreneurs called the Capital Club Community, which doesn't sound scammy at all. He claims he made his money in crypto, whatever money that is, because again, we have no way of telling, but he comes across as this rich investor with life lessons to give to other people. So let's see what he has to say.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not.
Right off the bat, this guy looks out of his mind. Look at his eyes.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not. Are you sleeping well? No, you're not.
No wonder his eyes are like that. He's looking into this young man's soul.
Are you sleeping well? No, you're not.
How does he know? Hey, maybe that's why his eyes are like cue balls. He's been staking out his house going, man, this guy's such a loser sitting at home. Why is he up so late? This loser needs my help. He tracks him down at the mall and is like, do you lift? No. Do you sleep? No. I know, because I watched you last night. Actually, yeah, this looks like it's happening in a mall. What the hell? I'm very curious as to how this interaction started. Like, there's a group of people watching them. I mean, it probably was a meet and greet, but it would be much funnier if this just happened by chance. Do you lift every day? No. What? Do you sleep well? Obviously not. Look at those eye bags under your eyes. What the? Are you eating healthy organic food? I mean, clearly not. Look at you. Look at yourself, bro. You're disgusting. Hey, bro, stop, please. Look, I just lost my job today, bro. Leave me alone. And your mum doesn't love you. Wait, how do you know my mum? You and your dad will never play catch again. What the f?
Are you eating organic, clean food? Healthy? No, you're not. I see eye bags under your eyes. So what you need to... Bro, look at me.
What the hell was that? Look at me. Look. Hey. Boop. I mean, to be fair, that would get my attention. I'm not going to lie.
Look at me. First of all, delete all social media apps. Why?
Because it's wasting my time.
Because it's a distraction right now.
Distraction.
Until you know why you're going to use something, don't use it.
Damn. That's so true. He's speaking facts right now. That's why I don't buy toilet paper anymore. I'll wait until I shit myself before I buy it. Because that's when I really know why I need it. Otherwise, it's a distraction. Through all of these TikToks, there is a commonality amongst these guys, and that is this savior complex. It's the attitude of either like they're more knowledgeable than everyone, or they're just outright more superior. In vids like this, it's pretty subtle, but in other videos, it's really obvious.
There's a reason why the poor people worship God more than the rich people, and it doesn't have to do with because the rich people are better or whatever.
Dude, it's so funny because these guys will like preach this like down to earth, let's humble yourself kind of mentality. But in the same sentence, they'll be like, poor people don't actually understand religion. It's like, what the hell? The fact that he even thought of the idea of rich people being better, even if he overall dismissed it, shows that he actually has a superiority complex.
There's a reason why the poor people worship God more than the rich people, and it doesn't have to do with because the rich people are better or whatever. It has to do with they're checked, right? At all times they're checked by the system or they're checked by life that, damn, like they're not that great. But that's the reality. We're all dust. We're not worth anything. Not that great, right? Like humble yourself.
Bro, I just said that because these guys will like preach this like down to earth, let's humble yourself kind of mentality. Just look at where he is. He is on a podcast with like a Rolex or some expensive watch, talking with like an ocean or a nice view in the background, telling the listeners that like rich people, they humble themselves. While in the same sentence, start by saying, this is why poor people don't actually get God. For a guy who says he's the expert in escaping the matrix, he's following the TikTok finance stereotype way too much. Now, with comments like these, he obviously received a bit of backlash. So with all this hate, how would a guy like this respond?
Parlo italiano, falo portugués, hablo español. I speak multiple languages. I've been to 60 countries. I have a 9-figure business, and you think your opinion, your comment matters. Motherfucker, listen. If your mama isn't retired, if your daddy's broke, if your bank account is empty, what the fuck are you doing? Talking and worrying about what another person is doing on the internet. Shame on you. Do better. Be better.
Making an entire response to a negative comment to tell that commenter that they don't give a fuck kind of makes you sound like you give a fuck. It also shows that his only metric when looking at other people is the number in their bank account, which I don't know. I mean, call me crazy. I think that's a bit wrong, don't you think? Though I wonder what type of business would be able to earn that 9 figures. I mean, it's just... Oh. Okay. Not scammy at all. Cool. Now, Luke Belmar, I'd say, is the first evolution, so to speak, of the TikTok finance influencer. Pretty polite, but I believe the next evolution is guys like this.
I don't know how you guys could even live on that number. If I made 400 grand a year, I would be embarrassed.
This guy's name is Grant Cardone. He is known by many as a master of sales and has sold many books in the space. Let's see if TikTok can share with us the secrets to his success.
I don't know how you guys could even live on that number. If I made 400 grand a year, I would be embarrassed with myself as a husband, a father, basically as a human being. 400 grand. How do you make sense of $35,000 a month? You have not done the math because you cannot live on 400 grand a year. Anybody can make 400 grand a year. All you got to do is show up.
Okay, now if you are at all aware of the TikTok finance space, you probably would have seen this TikTok. It went pretty viral. It's a crazy statement to make. I mean, like $35,000 a month, that's supposedly unlivable. There's someone right now working in the middle of their 3rd job just to earn 50K and support their family. They get home from work after a long day. They look at TikTok just to relax and put their mind at ease. And then this guy comes up saying,
anyone can make 400K a year. You just gotta show up.
Show up where? But you don't pay your employers close to that. Exactly. That's actually why he would be embarrassed. Because if I was underpaying my staff and my only return from that malpractice was $400,000 a year, yeah, I'd be pretty embarrassed. Only 400K? There's gotta be somewhere where we can make more money, surely. Bonuses. That's a great idea, Steve. That's why I pay you the big bucks. I mean, not actually, but you know, you get what I'm saying. So far, he hasn't truly convinced me that he knows how to make money, but I bet he's about to prove me wrong.
Started by saying $1 million is nothing and you should never take advice from a millionaire.
Yeah, I say these things out of personal discovery. I was taking advice from a millionaire, and when a guy goes from nothing and makes $1 million, the ones that hit millionaire status then go into conservation. A majority of the time, the guy goes into conservation now that he has money. He's won something, right?
I mean, if you're happy with, I don't know, $1 million, that sounds like pretty good advice to conserve what you've earned.
He's like, okay, now what do? I got to protect the money. Now I'm going to save money. Now I'm going to get an IRA. I'm going to get a 401k. I'm going to make a, I'm going to pay my house down. They start storing stuff, and that's not what got them the $1 million. They actually violate their own power or condition.
But they have enough to live a reasonable lifestyle.
But even so, like a 4% withdrawal rate,
How old is
40 grand a year.
He's only got 25 years before he's out of money. Most of them are not invested.
Pay off your car, dumb. Pay down a house, idiot. You made $1 million? Oh, you want to put it in an index fund, little ETF, baby? Don't be a pussy. Real millionaires take that money and put it on red. Oh, what? You scared of losing it? Go make 40K a year off interest, bitch. I'll be here, doubling my money in 30 seconds. That's what real men do. Oh, shit. Black. Shit.
Most of them are sitting in garbage accounts. They don't even know what it's in.
They have $1 million
$40,000 a year to live off of. His rent's $2,500 a month. His car's $774. He's broke.
I think
and he's worried every day about going backwards. It's ridiculous, dude. This millionaire concept has been around for my entire lifetime.
Also, it's clear that Grant only believes that one lifestyle exists. LA living, luxury residence, champagne every night. Meanwhile, there are guys living in Europe earning 15K a year that are having like the funnest life ever. But you know what? He's right. $1 million? It's too small for a guy like me. I want $1 billion. What do I gotta do?
What would it take for you to get $3 billion within 6 months?
I'd take $100 million that I have, and I'd go to a big institution and say, hey, 10x my 100. That'd be a bill. They'll do that, 100%. I'd take the bill and go buy $3 billion. $1 billion will buy $3 or $4 billion worth of real estate. We could do $4 billion this year.
I don't understand why you're thinking so small. Let's do it. Curious why you play so small when you have the opportunity. You just came up with the answer in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Why wait?
That's why I come here. I came here from a therapy session today. Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Damn, I didn't know it was that easy. I would have done it sooner. Just go to some big institution. Google, Apple, Margaritaville. Hello there. Hello, welcome to Chase Bank. How can I help you? Yes, I want to invest in your bank. Okay, we can make that happen. Here's $10. Okay. Now give me 100. What? You just gave us $10. 10x my money. That's not how investing works. Well, you are obligated to 10x my money automatically. Sir, that is not how investing works. I want $1 billion. Okay. If I keep giving you my money, you've got to 10x my money that I give you, and I need to keep security? So that you can yeah, we're going to need you down here right now. We've got another Grant Cardone subscriber. Yeah, I know. Third one this week. Unbelievable. I want my $1 billion. Hey, sir. So, between Luke and Grant, there is evolution in their approach. The older and richer these guys get, the more they lose grip on reality until they reach the final form. They can no longer be recognized as humans. They become something else entirely.
If you died tonight, believe me, nobody would give a shit. And for those of you that are married or have girls that aren't big fat cow pigs, they'll lose another 20 pounds and they'll forget you in a month. That's just the way life is. And for those of you that got some hot stuff, forget you in 48 hours. They will not soak up tears enough to make this handkerchief wet. And then your family, friends, or friends, we never could understand what you saw in it. I swear to you, I've heard that. I never could understand what you saw in it. Thank God you're free to live your life now. These are the kind of comments.
This man is hurting. This is Dan Pena. He refers to himself as the $1 trillion man. Just think about that for a second. $1 trillion. That is a gargantuan amount of money. Inconceivable money. A lot of these young guys, maybe even these middle-aged guys, they're still disconnected from us, but they still have that sense of optimism about them. This guy is the embodiment of a lifelong belief of the idea money can buy you happiness. His view of people is so warped that he sees people as things that give him money, things that create problems for him. It's like after 80 years of complete isolation, he's come back to Earth and looked around and gone,
A snowflake test. 96.4% of the people that take the snowflake test fail. The first or second question on the test, if someone spit in your mama's face, what are the choices? There's 4 or 5 choices. The choice that's most clicked is I would try to ascertain, I would try to figure out where he was coming from and if he had a bad day. Now, what the fuck does that have to do with spitting in your mama's face?
This is amazing. I mean, maybe it's just the editing of these TikToks, but for guys like this who parade themselves as being smarter than the average and outside of the matrix, these guys have a really hard time making a coherent point. Like saying poor people don't get God because rich people get humbled. Like saying these big institutions are obliged to 10x whatever money you give them. And just like saying that the way you react to someone spitting in your mother's face determines your ability to achieve success. Where is the correlation? These all sound unintelligible to me. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm poor and dumb and fat.
Virtually everybody. I used to think almost everybody was a cunt. Now I'm positive everybody's a cunt. During World War II, Britain, day after day, London, day after day, and then the bombs that they didn't drop in London, they dropped in Manchester, Liverpool, right? As they went back to Naziville. Did you ever hear a Brit complain about it? Did you ever hear a Brit complain, I can't take any fucking holidays? And I hear these cunts on TV with tears in their eyes. I lost 375 pounds because my holiday to the fucking Canary Islands has been canceled. Fuck you, you fucking bitch.
So there it is. That is what you need to make $1 million. Whenever you think of taking a break, having a coffee, spending time with family, fuck that. You think the English soldiers storming the beach of Normandy, running into hellfire and bombings, scared to death, praying for an escape. They weren't taking annual leave, so you shouldn't either, bitch. It is clear to me now what it takes to make it in this world. You start off as a young entrepreneur, optimistic, worldly, shitting on poor people. Then you grow up and realize being rich is like so easy, and you despise anyone that isn't rich. And finally, you transcend the plane of currency. You feel nothing but disgust and discontent for human life, ready to leave this life and move on to the next. Becoming the new main boss in Elden Ring DLC. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you have watched all the way to the end, you are a gem. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I've been Robbo, and I'll see you next time.